I'm Kristen. I'm here to do fitness yoga with you on this fine solstice day. I want to thank you for joining us. The Y and myself really appreciate your continued support, keeping your membership active during the most recent lockdown and as we move into this next phase of reopening. I will note I am not wearing a mask. I am locked into a room by myself. Nobody can get in. If you do come to the Y in the near future, please be mindful that you will need to wear a mask when you are in the facilities and working out. I would also like to ask that please take a moment to check in for each class you take with us. There is a link in the description of this video. If you could please clicky on the link and follow their directions, the Y would greatly appreciate it. I have a fun sequence planned for tonight. The one item I will note, if you're new to this sequence, some of my regulars, it will be very familiar. This is a sequence where I ask you don't think. It doesn't follow what we consider a logical sequencing. So if you're getting a little lost, just don't think. Follow what I am doing, and we should have a lot of fun in tonight's class. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead, come down to child's pose. And settle in. My reminder that if child's pose aggravates your feet, ankles, knees, or hips, roll over onto your back and draw your knees into your chest. Takes pressure off those sensitive joints. If you've opted for child's pose, my reminder, open knees targets the lower back. Closed knees targets the upper back. Ask yourself, what do you need today? And you can move between the two to target both. As you settle into child's pose, go ahead and let the body work the fidgets out. Now let's just start to breathe through the nose. Lips are closed. Feeling the air brushing the upper lip, flowing across the sinuses and down the back of the throat. Again, let the body work any fidgets out. Let's slide our awareness to our abdomen and bring in our belly breath. To start to lengthen those inhales and deepen the exhales. Just taking a few moments to calm and soothe the nervous system. We're still breathing the inhales and deepen those exhales. You have the option to stay here in belly breath, or on your next exhale, gently lift belly button to spine to engage the lower abdominals in Uddiyana Bandha and feel that breath shift into the rib cage. If you've engaged Uddiyana Bandha, let's begin to breathe with the sides of the ribs. Let's bring that breath to our upper back and bring the breath to the upper chest. And again, you can stay in belly breath. With either belly breath or Uddiyana Bandha engaged, let's slide our awareness to our throat center and bring in our Ujjayi breath for the evening. Finding that slight constriction of the back of the throat to create an audible whisper sound. If we're listening to our breath, if we're aware of our breath, we're not letting our mind rehash this weekend. If we're listening to our breath, if we're aware of our breath, we're not letting our mind run away with everything waiting for us this week. If we're listening to our breath, if we're aware of our breath, we're not letting our mind chatter about what's waiting for us after class. Just by listening to our breath and being aware of our breath, we can stay in our space, and stay present on our mat, and just be present in the moment. Just by following the breath, being aware of the breath, listening to the breath. And feeling more grounded in our body, more present in our rooms. Let's begin a gentle transition to half dog, lifting hips off of heels as we walk the knees back. Sliding the arms forward. we're still with belly breath, I'm going to invite you now to bring in Uddiyana Bandha, belly button gently lifting the spine. Let's walk our fingers just 1 inch farther forward. And on our next exhale, walk hands underneath shoulders, finding tabletop, stacking shoulders over elbows, over wrists, hips over knees. Let's just start to move into a traditional cat-cow, starting to marry breath and movement as we flex and arch through the spine. Breathing. Now you can stay here in very traditional cat-cow, or add on exaggerated cat-cow, dipping hearts and elbows strongly to the floor, arching a little more strongly to the sky. And all these movements are just an exploration to see how we're feeling tonight. You can add on barrel rolls, making big circles with the rib cage. Being mindful, go both directions. That's just a little too much movement at the start of class. We can find a puppy wag, a lateral stretch, like a little puppy trying to find its tail. Maybe not as energetically as a puppy. Let's take a few more breaths in any or all of these variations. And we'll begin the transition to our cow, cat, down dog flow, finding cow, cat, down dog. Let's take this 3 more times, letting folks catch up. Down dog, cow, cat, down dog. 2 more times. Cow, cat, down dog. 1 more time. We will meet in down dog. Pausing here, take your dog for a gentle walk. Just pedaling the heels gently, gently. Start to find a wag to your tail. Little wag or a big wag. And belly's lifting the spine. Uddiyana Bandha, we're breathing with sound. Let's begin to make our way towards stillness. Meeting me here. Let's hold down dog for 1 breath, 2 breaths. We'll start to add on. Let's inhale our right heel high to the sky. 3-legged dog of choice. On an exhale, right foot towards the right hand. Back knee up for strength, down for a stretch. Open towards the bent knee. I'm turning away from you. Breathing. Let's hold this for 3 breaths. Counting down, 2 breaths. 1 breath. Open to the back of your mat. Let's count down for 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Return the hand to the floor, inside or outside the foot, it's fine. And we're going to rock back. Pausing here. We're going to turn this into a flowing move. We're going to inhale, come forward. Now you can do this with back knee off the floor. There's 4. Rocking forward, lift hearts. Rocking back, there's 3. Lift hearts. Knee is down, rocking forward. Back. And forward. And back. We're going to take 1 more. Lifting forward, lift hearts. Rocking back, holding. Option 1, knee on the floor. Option 2, both legs are straight. Let's hold, counting down for 4, 3, breathing 2, breathing 1. Inhale, let's all come forward. Now you're going to need to bring the back knee down to the floor. We're going to shift our weight, press that right foot to the back of your mat. Spinal extension. Set the foundation. Option to add the left arm if you're feeling grounded and balanced. Let's hold for 1, 2, adding on, nose to knee, elbow to knee, arch strongly to the sky. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, contraction. Inhale, stretch. Let's take 3 more. Exhale, pull everything in and up. And stretch. Reach 2 more. And reach. 1 more. Reach. Hold for 4. Counting down. 3. Hearts away from the floor. 2. Belly to spine. 1. Hand, knee to the floor. Walk those hands forward 1 palm's distance. Lift up in the down dog. Breathing. Take your dog for a gentle walk. We'll come to stillness. Holding for 1 breath. 2 breaths. Let's inhale. Left heel high to the sky. 3-legged dog of choice. On an exhale, left foot, left hand, back knee up for strength or down for a stretch. I'm choosing down. Inhale, open to the bent knee, reaching. Let's count down for 4. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. I seem to have lost my music tonight. Let's reach to the back of the mat. Breathing 3, counting down 2, and 1. Release the hand to the floor. Let's rock back. Pause again. Back knee can be down or lift the back knee up and stretch back. There's 1. Turning this into the flow. Lifting up, pressing back. 2. Keep the heart lifted. And forward. And back. Here's our 3. And forward. Lift hearts. And back. And forward. And we're going to press back and hold both variations. Lengthen out through the heart. Breathing, counting down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come forward. Back knee down if it's not already. And take that left foot, press it to the back of your mat. You need to scoot your hands back. Spinal extension. Set the foundation. If you're feeling grounded and balanced, right arm reaches forward. Adding our flow, taking 5, nose to knee or elbow to knee. Exhale, curl in, press that spine to the sky and inhale. Stretch long and reach forward and back, not up. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, stretch long. 3 more, exhaling. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, stretch and hold for 4. Press hearts away from the floor. 3. Little tuck to our bellies. 2. 1. Exhale. Hand, knee to the floor. Walk those hands forward. Flip the feet. Down dog. Take your dog for a gentle walk. And we'll come to stillness. And on an inhale, looking up, walking, lunging, or tippy-toeing, let's make our way to the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen. Grab elbows. Take a ragdoll of choice. When you are in ragdoll, I'll see if I can't get my music back. Breathing. Sway from side to side, or stay in stillness. Knees are deeply bent. We'll let the hands fall to the earth. And on an inhale, let's curl up, 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll switch stretches here. Let's drop the right knee forward, reach for the sky. And drop the left knee forward and reach for the sky. And we'll go right. And we'll go left. Let's take one more each side. One more time right. And one more time left. Coming back to center. Drop the shoulders, drop the ribs. Let's inhale to a full body stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Starting our flow. On an inhale, right leg floats into the standing splits or come up to your warrior threes. You choose. On your next breath, big step back with the right foot. Heel toe the left foot to the right foot. Heel toe the left foot to the long edge of your mat. You can stay here in straight arms, or we dip forward into gecko. Let's hold here, counting down for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up to straight arms. Next breath, open to the bent knee. Holding here. We're taking this first round nice and slow so you get a feel for it. Let's count down for 3. Counting down 2. 1. Exhale. Hand comes back to the floor. Step back to a 3-legged dog. Right leg is high. Holding for 1, 2. On an exhale, right foot comes forward and through. We travel around the world. We come up, high lunge to the back of the mat. So left foot, right foot is forward. We inhale, open to the leg once again. Breathe. Counting down 2, 1. Exhale, upper hand comes down. Get your balance. Inhale to a crescent warrior. Let's hold here for 3, 2, 1. Open your wings. Pulling down. Also known cactus arms. Opening, opening, pulling. And exhale, hands all the way back down to the floor. Inhale, bring the right leg high. Pausing, listening carefully. We're going to inhale forward to a high plank, a 3-legged plank. Put the right knee on the floor underneath your hips. Inhale, open to a side plank. Let's hold here, counting down for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Upper hand comes down to the floor. Press back to a 3-legged dog. Right leg high. Next exhale. Right foot comes forward and through. Inhale. Standing splits or warrior 3. Breathing. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Balance challenge on an inhale. That left leg is going to come through as we come all the way up to standing. Reach tall, lift the knee high like you're stepping up onto a big rock. And we'll exhale, hands to hearts, feet to the floor. Pause here. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale. Sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. On an inhale, your left leg is going to float, standing splits or warrior 3. Breathing. Counting down 2, 1. Exhale, big step back, hands to the floor, heel toe, the right foot to the long edge of your mat. Straight arms. moving into gecko. Staying here or shift that weight forward. Let's hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straight arms. Next breath, open to that bent knee. I'm facing away from you. Breathing. Press the heel back. Lift that back knee to the sky. One more breath. Exhale, upper hand comes down to the floor. Press back to three-legged dog. Let's hold here. 1, 2. Right foot comes forward and through. Travel around the world. High lunge at the front of your mat. On an inhale, open to the bent knee. There's no gecko on the second side. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, upper hand comes down. Get your balance. Crescent warrior. Inhale, up we come. Activate that back leg. Let's unfurl our wings. Opening hearts, shoulder opener. Exhaling. Bring those hands all the way back down to the floor. Press back to three-legged dog. Left foot is high. We're going to inhale, come forward into a three-legged plank, and bring that left knee to the floor, right under those hips. Back heel comes down, side plank. Inhale, lift hips, reach high. Try not to fling the arm back. Reach straight up, breathing, counting down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Upper hand comes down. Press back to three-legged dog, left leg high. Left foot is going to come forward and through. Standing splits or warrior 3. Breathing. Find those long, strong lines. If you're in warrior 3, lift hearts, press back through the heel. Here's our balance challenge again. Next breath. Let's inhale. Up we come. Right knee is coming through. Arms reach, knee lifts, step up onto that big boulder. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feet to the floor. Let's pause here. Just take an inhale. Take an exhale. We're going to play with that sequence again. Inhale, arms overhead. Maybe add a heart opener. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling, right leg floats. Standing splits or warrior 3. My warriors, find those strong lines. Up with our hearts. Everyone, exhale. Big step back. Hands to the floor inside that front foot. Gecko starts us off. Straight arms holding here or dipping hearts forward. Let's count down for 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Inhale, straight arms. Open to that bent knee. Breathing, counting down. 3. Breathing, 2. 1. Exhale. Hand comes back to the floor. Press back, three-legged dog. Left foot is high. Next breath. Left foot comes forward and through. Travel around the world. High lunge to the back of your mat. No gecko on this side. Open to that bent knee. Activate the back leg. Press the heel away from you. Breathing, 2. 1. Crescent warrior. Upper hand comes down. And inhale, scoop those arms up. Holding here. 3. 2. 1. Unfurl your wings. Heart opener. Strong arms coming down. Hands come all the way down to the floor. Press back, three-legged dog. Inhaling forward, high plank. Option 1, right knee down under the hips, side plank. Some of you are working on your fallen triangles. Pick your variation and breathe for 3, 2, 1, exhale. 1, exhale. Hand comes down, press back, three-legged dog. Right foot is high. Exhale, right foot to right hand. Right foot coming forward and through. Standing splits. Warrior 3. Let's hold here for 3. Counting down 2, 1. Inhale, balance challenge. Knee comes forward, through, up. Take the left ankle, cross it over the right knee. Oh, hip opener, holding. Let's release, lift the knee high, hands to the heart, foot to the floor. Pause here, just take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling, left foot floats, splits, or warrior 3, 2, 1. Big step back. Heel toe that right foot to the long edge of the mat. Hands inside the foot. Preparing for gecko. Hanging out here or dipping forward. Breathing 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straight arms. Open to the bent knee. Reach high. Press hard away from the floor. Breathing 3, 2, 1. Exhale, upper hand comes down to the floor. Step back to three-legged dog. Right foot is high. On your next breath, right foot comes forward and through. Travel around the world, back to the top of your mat. No gecko on this side. Inhale, open to the bent knee. Activate that back leg. Reach high. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Exhale, hand comes down. Crescent warrior. When you're ready, up we come. Let's hold. 3, 2, 1. Unfurl your wings. Feel the warmth of the winter sun on your chests. Hands coming down to the mat. Press back, three-legged dog. Side plank variation, inhaling forward to three-legged plank. Left knee comes down right under those hips. Inhale, side plank, or your fallen triangle. Breathing 3, 2, 1. Upper hand comes back to the floor. Left foot presses back to three-legged dog. Raised foot comes forward and through. Standing splits or warrior 3. Let's count here for 3. Counting down 2. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 1. Balance challenge. Inhale. Up we come. Right knee coming forward and through, reaching tall. Staying here, cross right ankle over left knee. Let those hips open. Let's release, lift knee high, reach high, hands to heart, feet to the floor. Pause here, take an inhale, take an exhale. Let's do that sequence one more time. It's starting to flow. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling, right leg floats. Standing splits or warrior 3. Counting down 2. Breathe. 1. Exhale. Step way, way, way back. Heel toe the left foot, long edge of your mat. Gecko. Straight arms, holding here. Dipping hearts forward, holding here. Breathing, smiling. Let's straighten our arms. Let's open to the bent knee. Activate the back leg. Push away from the floor. Counting down 3. Breathing 2. 1. Exhale. Upper hand comes to the floor. Press back to three-legged dog. Scorpion is in your practice this evening. Take a scorpion tail. Maybe just make some big circles with the knee. You're making circles. Let's pause and go the other way. Here comes the stillness. Raised foot comes forward and through. Take it to the back of the mat. Travel around the world. High lunge. Set your foundation. No gecko. Open to the bent knee. Reach high. Activate the back leg. Counting down 2. Breathing 1. Upper hand comes down to the floor. Inhale to crescent. And let's open our wings. Pulling slowly down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Bringing the hands all the way back down to the floor. And inhaling, right leg high, three-legged dog. Preparing for our side planks. Inhaling forward. Right knee down. And open. Again, a fallen triangle is in your practice. Taking your triangle for 3. Lift hips, counting down 2. 1. Exhale. Upper hand comes back to the floor. Three-legged dog. Right foot lifting high. Right foot comes forward and through. Standing splits. Or warrior 3. You choose. And we're going to inhale. Balance challenge. Knee coming through and up. Set your foundation. Left ankle over right knee. Pausing here. One more add-on. Hand to heart. Maybe sink down into a one-legged chair. Counting down 2. All variations 1. Let's reach high. Lift the knee high. Step up onto your boulders. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feet to the floor. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling, left leg floats. Splits for warrior 3. Exhale, step way back. Left foot to the floor. Right foot to the long edge of your mat. Hands inside the foot. Gecko time. Straight arms or dip forward. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Inhale, straighten the arms. Let's open to that bent knee. Activate everything. Reach high. Breathing. And there's our 1 breath. Exhale, upper hand comes down to the floor. Step back to three-legged dog. Finding our scorpion tail if it's in your practice. Maybe finding those knee circles. Make sure you go the other way if you added knee circles. We'll come to stillness. Right foot's going to come forward and through. Time to travel around the world. We're bringing it back. High lunge to the tops of our mats. Inhale, open to that bent knee. Activating everything. Counting down for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, upper hand comes down. Set the foundation for crescent. Inhale, up we come. Breathe, drop the shoulders down. Let's unfurl our wings. Keep unfurling, strong and slow. Hands come all the way down to the floor. Press back to three-legged dog. That left knee is going to come forward to the floor for our side planks or your fallen triangles. Counting down 3, 2, up with hips. 1, exhale, hand to the floor. Press back, three-legged dog. Left foot is high. Left foot comes forward and through. Standing splits or warrior 3. Breathing. There's 2. Preparing for balance challenge on 1. Inhaling. Up we come. Set your foundation. Find your drishti point. Right ankle over the left knee. Pausing here, holding here. Or hands to heart, sink back. One-legged chair. Let's hold here for 3. Breathing 2. 1. Inhale, up we come. Step high, reach high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feet to the floor. That was our last flow through that sequence. Let's just take an inhale. Exhale, breathe down and out through the soles of the feet. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. We're going to inhale, part way left, heel toe those feet, hip distance apart. Distance of 2 fists between the balls of your big toe. Taking a forward fold of choice, yogi's choice tonight. Exhale, ribs to thighs, shoulders into back pockets. Neck is soft. And breathe. Belly to spine. And breathe. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant those hands, step back to plank. Pausing here. If you need to take your dog for a walk, by all means do so. Or just settle into stillness. Nothing's expected of you, just to breathe. Let's hold here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, just bring the knees to the floor. Sink back into a half dog. Breathing. And we'll sink back into a child's pose. Knees together if your body permits. And take a slightly different stretch as we move towards deep relaxation. Swing your feet towards the right edge of your mat, maybe stacking arches. Walk your left hand over to the right side of the mat, and then let everything sink left. Let's hold here for 3, 2, breathe, 1. And let's release, bring everything back to center. Adjust anything that needs adjusting, and then just swing the feet towards the left edge of your mat. Right hand comes to the left hand on the left edge of your mat, and everything sinks right. If this doesn't work for you, you can just hang out in child's pose or take a thread the needle variation. Let's hold here or wherever you're at for 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back to center. Everything back to child's pose. Release everything to the floor. I'm going to come back to an upright seated position so y'all can hear me. Taking a few deep breaths in your child's pose. I invite you to stay here in child's for as long as you wish. We are going to move towards deep relaxation, so you have the option to slide forward onto your tummy. Rest head on the back of your hands for crocodile. You can roll over onto your side, fetal position. You can roll over all the way onto your back, classic deep relaxation. You can come back upright to a classic meditative pose. Picking someplace where you can find stillness for just a few moments, where the only expectation is to breathe. Just you and your breath, not moving. Just allowing everything to release and melt back into the earth. Letting go of tension, let it melt into the earth that does not serve to support us. Let go of any thoughts that are starting to creep in. They can wait. You're thinking it's hard to let go of my thoughts. Imagine your thoughts as a stream in the fall, with the bright leaves being carried away. You can only watch those leaves float down the stream. So let those thoughts be those leaves in a stream. Just let them flow by. You don't have to take any action on them. Just you and your breath. Just inhaling and exhaling. If your thoughts are being particularly insistent tonight, just think inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One breath, one moment in time, no expectations. Now, if your space and your life permits, I invite you to stay in stillness for as long as time will allow you. But if life is calling you away, let's begin to bring some gentle movement back to our fingers, our toes, our ankles, and our wrists. Maybe stretching arms overhead, or rolling to our sides if we were on our stomachs. And slowly, mindfully bringing ourselves back upright to a comfortable seated position for you. We're breathing through the nose, lips are closed. We have our belly breath to help calm and soothe that nervous system. I invite you to join me in closing class by bringing your hands to your hearts, where we'll take a deep inhale through the nose and a nice long sigh out the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me at the Y on the solstice evening. Om Shanti, Namaste. Thank you, everyone.